Seriously? Welcome back. How's everyone doing today? Back in the garage. Got the junk staying right here. Don't have a whole lot planned for today. I got a few hours. My weekend's kind of packed, so I'm not gonna get a whole lot of work time done on the car this week, but I do want to get it ready to get the engine back in. So the real main goal is to get the car out of this garage, get it cleaned up, because I'm sure you've noticed in the background of the videos, it's not great looking in here. That's what happens when you accumulate car stuff for years. So we're gonna throw the wheels in the car, get the car out. Once that's clean, maybe get the floor clean. I think we're gonna paint the headers, paint the block, get the engine ready to go. I would love to have everything done and have the engine ready to put in by next week's episode. We'll see how far we get. So, brakes are locked up. That's what I get for letting it sit so long. So now we're going to, well, we're going to figure something out. So, let's see what I got I can yank this out of the garage with. The help that I acquired didn't help much. So, next idea. Yeah. Nope. So, little issue. Brakes are frozen. Car's not moving. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of paint work on the headers. But the car looks pretty good back on wheels, even though it's an absolute wreck in here. It's not bad. The taillights have got to go. Definitely needs cleaned up a bit. That hideous dry rotted sticker's got to go. We'll probably do all new tint work, but in the meantime, let's paint some headers. Those are some crusty looking headers, aren't they? They're not meant to be pretty. They're not meant to be pretty. We're just gonna clean it up so they don't look so terribly crusty, I guess you could say. may remember in one of the earlier episodes where I said I was going to paint these silver. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I tried the silver paint on the other header and it didn't turn out so hot. Looked kind of ugly, to be honest with you. So I was rocking the black engine enamel. It'll work for my needs. All right, got the headers painted, got the block painted. I'm gonna go ahead and yank the intake off the engine, get the load leveler bolted up. Let's just say by the end of this weekend, this car's gonna be ready to have an engine put in it. Until then, let's get the intake off. All right, to take the intake off these cars, very simple. Basically, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bolts to zip out. They're 10 millimeter, just like about everything else on these cars. Takes no time at all and just pops right off. Pops right off. All right, gonna bolt the load leveler up, and we're gonna be about done with this part. I'm not sure I like where I put the anchor points. I may change that. Well, I think that'll do it for today. I'll probably pick this back up in a day or two. It'll all be uploaded as one video, but this is taking me more than one day. This should have been an hour job tops, but what can you do, you know? I'm sure there's some easy ways to break those brakes loose. That's hard to say, but I'm sure there's some easy way to do it. I'm not 100% sure what that way would be, at least not to where I could get the car back in the garage when I'm done. Either way, when this video goes live, the car is going to be ready to have the engine put back in. So we'll pick it back up in a day or so, and it'll seem like just a second for you, but see you then. See? Told you it'd be just a second. All right, so we're gonna get this car out of here now. I do have more help today. We'll get it out, get it cleaned up, and you're gonna watch all of it. So let's enjoy. We're gonna see how clean we can get the inside of this. Gonna be using some Chemical Guys orange degreaser. Heard it's good stuff. We'll see. Man, it's looking good already. I think we're gonna give it one more coat with the degreaser. Spray it out one more time and see how clean we can get it. But I'm pretty impressed with that stuff. This thing still look great, but it still looks 1,000 times better than it did. So let's try that one more time. That is some good stuff. I used about the entire bottle, but I can promise you I'm gonna get more of it. So look at this. I mean, this thing looks pretty clean. I mean, I'm very happy with it. It's not perfect, you know, there's some spots, but you know, for the most part, that's a pretty clean engine bay. I even did on this fiberglass hood I've got that was covered in mold and mildew, and you know, it looks nice and white now, but this looks fantastic. I'd say we're ready to put the engine in. So We're gonna work on getting the garage cleaned out here, get the car pushed back in. And I'll probably end the video at that point, let the engine be for the next one, but very happy with the way this degreaser turned out. If you haven't tried it yet and you're looking for something to clean some gross stuff, highly recommend it. Chemical Guys orange degreaser. All right, let's get busy on getting this car back in the garage. Good productive day. Got the engine bay all cleaned up, got the car pushed back in, the garage floors cleaned up a little bit. I did end up changing the anchor points on the engine. Wasn't a fan of where they were, but I think that'll be a lot more safe, I guess you could say. In the episode next week, we're gonna get the transmission mated back up to this new engine. We may even decide to stick the engine in the car next week. Just depends on how quickly and how smoothly things go. Thus far, things haven't went as smooth as I had hoped, but you know, we're chugging along, making progress each week. So I think that'll do it for today. Appreciate you watching the video. If you liked it, please click the like button below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Love to see more people looking at these videos. They're, like I said, in every video so far, they're a blast to make. Other than that, have a good day.